Hi, Marshall, Daphne here. Thank you for letting me use your essay as a demo. That's really kind of you, much appreciated. Always nice for students to hear other students' work. I think it gives everyone an idea of the standard that they're aiming for, and more interesting than just hearing me kind of go on and on forever in a podcast. So yeah, I think this is kind of more difficult than it looks. This one, it seems easy, but I don't think it is. So some people believe employees should stay in the same job, others think they should switch at least once. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So due to rising levels of job dissatisfaction and the sentiment for exploration, more and more people are opting for career change. Good. Okay. Uh, the sentiment for, I think the desire for exploration or a challenge. We would probably say um, maybe the desire for self-exploration. Not sure. No, I'm not sure about exploration, but the desire for a challenge. More and more people are opting for a career change. The debate of whether employees should remain in their current jobs indefinitely or switch their professions has been a contentious one in recent decades. Good. Apart from switch, I don't like it even in the title. I don't know how it got into this title because for me it's too informal. So definitely would rather not have it here. Um, remain in their careers or it's not really necessarily switch their professions. It's more like you can do the same job, but for different companies. So remain in the same jobs or explore other uh, company options has been a contentious one. Yes, I believe it might not always be practical to have drastic career changes. Okay, so remember again, just a point here on reading the title. Okay, so a job is not the same as a career. I can be a teacher forever, but I can teach in the UK, I can teach in a small school, I can teach adults, I can teach kids. Those are job switches. You're a medic, it's probably more difficult, a bit more dangerous for you to change. Sorry. Like, stay where you are. Don't change into another job unless it's safe. But we're not really talking for like me as a teacher suddenly becoming a bus driver or something. So careful difference in job and career. To begin with, securing another job may not always be possible in the first place. Good. Apart from blue collar positions, the availability of work. So again, don't repeat yourself, is scarce due to the competitive nature of the market. Good. Therefore, employees ought to think twice before resigning. Yes, as the potential future for unemployment is high. Good. Moreover, if workers wish to become involved in a different field, they could do so. Remember my lovely modals. Do so by obtaining additional part-time employment. Nice. So tell me why. In order to, now here, test the water. I'm not a great fan of idioms in IELTS, but here it actually works really nicely. In order to test the water, so that means just obviously test the water outside of security of their traditional, or you could have comfortable workplace. And that is a really nice idea, and that is a very nice sentence. Good work there. The internet, for example, has become a hotspot for virtual jobs. Taking an example or examples, so an example from the site YouTube, the channel is run by Justine, who is not only, I don't need to know her name, so run by, don't give me okay, you give me a professional, run by a professional who is not only a full-time public health statistician, but also a nail art tutor on the web, illustrating that even if employees choose to remain existing, yay, very nice. Okay, everything apart from her name, and that's only because I don't feel it's very academic to have a name in there. But you could say a multi-talented professional or something like that. But it's a really nice argument, and actually, I haven't read this kind of argument before about doing like you've got to slightly shifted the title onto doing multiple jobs, but you've done it very skillfully, so we're going to go with that. Furthermore, due to legal limitations, returning to previously held jobs may not be permitted. This law is especially apparent in high-skilled professions such as those in the medical field. According to guidelines stipulated by the GMC, under no circumstances can foundation-level doctors take a leave of more than 3 years, as this will result in their medical license being retracted permanently. Excellent. Given that a career change could result in detrimental consequences to existing careers, it might be unwise. Oh, yay. I mean, wow. Totally perfect, totally super ridiculously high level, band 8 kind of paragraph. That is immaculate. Really, really immaculate. Well done. Can't fault that. In conclusion, because of the imminent risks associated with it, I believe it's not always reasonable to commit to a career change. However, owing to the increasing monetary opportunities in the virtual world, people will take up online employment alongside their current jobs. Really, really nice. Now, have you answered the question? Think they should switch? You take up employment alongside their other jobs. One more bit. Before attempting a full-scale work relocation. I just think you ought to have a tiny bit more in here. Just getting yourself back to the title. Be careful of this, staying on the title, okay? Because it's really about should they move, and you're saying, you've kind of answered should they take different jobs, which is kind of yes, but be careful. But this is lovely, and thank you for highlighting the grammar. And this works, doesn't it? Really, really nice. Use that again. And I really like that under no circumstances. Very powerful, really strong, really good. So here we go, pie chart. This looks a wee bit short. Yeah. Unless I'm missing a paragraph, okay, you've got to get to over 150. Yeah, because you're so good, you would lose a lot of marks for not getting there. You need to get to 170. Oops. Aim for 170, okay? Because you don't want to lose marks on this, because your task 2 is so good. Compares the harvest of 6 different types of crop in 2017. Overall, so a new bit here, the most popular. Now, not the most popular really, it was the most harvested product. Most produced or most harvested crop or most harvested it's not really a seed or a grain, is it? The most harvested item was cotton at around 30%. Where? You need to link this together so you can have where it accounted for around a third of total production, and that's no S. The next 3 most produced crops were sugar, cotton, and barley. Yes. Okay. And you could quite nice word here, respectively. Each averaging about a fifth of total production. Okay. In sharp contrast, corn and barley were the scarcest products that year, being only yes. Oh, you've got respectively there. Okay. Respectively. Okay. These. So we're grouping. Remember, keep grouping. These 2 least grown grains accounted for less than or just over approximately just over. I'm just adding words, yeah? Over 5% of the total. And this was, now, what's the next one up from those 2? Barley. Okay. And this was still at 15. This was over 10% less than the next most harvested product, harvested item, namely barley. I know what you're going to do. You're going to correct my maths, but forget the maths. But what I'm just trying to give you is the structure. Okay, so you need more here on that detail, and we're trying to get. If you look at the sort of structure we're using, over 10% less than, and then approximately just over 5%. So this is what you want to be doing to get your high marks here. The 3 top producers totaled a whopping no to casual. A dramatic 76%, or 3/4. Use the maths. Use the language of the total pie chart. While the bottom 3 summed up to a mere 23 of total production. Good. Okay, of overall production then, because I've had total. So you've done it. I mean, you've done it. You just need to give me more. You've grouped it nicely. So the main thing you want to be doing is grouping, comparing. So when you get to here and you think, oh gosh, what do I do now? Do more comparisons between the groups, which is what you've done here. But just add a bit more. But really, really nice as well, as usual. Fantastic. Thank you.